Look at yourself. Stuck, drowning in your own thoughts. You call it pain, struggle, bad luck. I call it a joke. Because life isn't as cruel as you think it is. Life's a stage and you're the actor who forgot how to act. They told you to be strong, to fight back, but instead, you let the world control you, turning you into its puppet. So weak, so easy to predict. And the funny part, you don't even see the power you have inside you. It's right there, hidden under all your excuses, waiting to come alive. But here's the thing, this isn't the end of your story. Not yet. This is your chance to change the game. So what's it going to be? Will you take control, or will you stay the victim in your own story? You've been walking through life like a shadow, haven't you? Blaming the world for your failures, pointing fingers at everyone but yourself. Oh, it's not my fault. The system is broken. The odds are stacked against me. You whisper these words to yourself, don't you? Like some sad little mantra. But let me tell you a secret. The world doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't pause because you're tired. It doesn't stop because you're hurt. It keeps moving, and if you don't keep up, it'll leave you behind. Anger, sadness, fear, they've been your prison guards, haven't they? Chaining you down, keeping you from moving forward. And what do? You embrace them like old friends. You feed them with your doubts, nurture them with your tears, and let them grow until they've swallowed you whole. You think you're alive, but all you're doing is existing. Barely. And let's not forget the endless cycle of regrets. You replay your mistakes over and over again, like a broken record. You're stuck in the past, chained to moments that should have been lessons, not life sentences. You've let your failures define you instead of using them to shape something better. But the clock doesn't stop ticking. While you're stuck looking back, life is moving forward without you. You think crying about your pain will change anything? You think the world cares about your tears? It doesn't. Your screams, your complaints, they're just noise. Background noise. Nobody's coming to save you, kid. Nobody. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll start to see things clearly. You've been waiting, haven't you? Waiting for someone to pull you out of the darkness. But here's the punchline. There is no hero coming. The hero you're looking for? It's you. Always has been. But you've been too busy playing the victim to notice. You've let the world beat you down and you've just taken it. Let me ask you this, when are you going to fight back? What if I told you that the pain you're feeling right now, the anger that burns inside you, isn't your enemy? What if I told you it's your greatest ally? You've been running from it, hiding from it, but what if you faced it head on? What if you let it fuel you instead of destroy you? The world doesn't fear weakness, it thrives on it. But strength is unpredictable. Strength changes the rules of the game. And that strength is buried inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Here's the truth, you've been running from life doesn't owe you anything. Not happiness, not success, not peace. If you want something, you have to take it. If you want control, you have to claim it. And it starts with mastering the chaos inside you. Your emotions. They're not your enemies. They're your weapons. Anger? That's fire. Sadness? That's fuel. Fear? That's a blade. And when you learn to wield them, oh, that's when things get interesting. Because emotions don't make you weak. Letting them control you does. The real power comes when you turn them into tools, when you use them to build something stronger, something unstoppable. Imagine for a moment that your anger becomes your focus. Every time you're angry, instead of lashing out or breaking down, you channel it into your work, your goals, your vision. Imagine that your sadness becomes your drive. Every tear fuels your determination to rise above, to prove the world wrong. Imagine that your fear becomes your guide, sharpening your instincts, making you smarter, faster, stronger. It's not about ignoring your emotions. It's about mastering them, taking control. Because once you do that, once you turn chaos into order, nothing can stop you. Not the world, not your past, not even yourself. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture this, every ounce of pain you've ever felt, every scar, every tear, they're not wounds anymore. They're armor. They're weapons. Your anger becomes focus. Your sadness turns into resolve. Your fear sharpens into strength. Do you see it? That's the real you. Not the one who cowers in the shadows, but the one who walks through the fire and comes out stronger. The one who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Life is a battlefield, and every challenge, every setback is just another test. Another chance to prove how strong you really are. And let me tell you something. You are stronger than you think. You've always been stronger than you think. It's time to stop hiding it. You wake up tomorrow and the world looks at you differently. Not as a victim, not as someone to be pitied, but as a force to be reckoned with. The kind of person who doesn't back down, who doesn't break, who doesn't quit. The kind of person who turns pain into power, who turns chaos into control. Now let's talk about the stage you're standing on. It's not just your life, it's every person who's watching you. The people who doubted you, who underestimated you, who laughed at you. They're waiting to see if you'll fall, if you'll crumble under the weight. But here's the twist: you're not going to fall. You're going to rise. And when you do, when you take control, they won't be laughing anymore. Because here's the truth about life: it's not about avoiding the storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain. It's about standing tall, even when the world tries to knock you down. It's about proving, not to them, but to yourself, that you're stronger than anything life can throw at you. The world bows to those who take control, not to those who beg for mercy. You have a choice to make right now. You can keep living as you are, a puppet, a shadow, a victim, or you can rise. You can take control of your story, pull the strings, and make the world watch as you turn your chaos into power. The stage is yours, my friend. The lights are on, the audience is waiting. Will you step into the spotlight and take control, or will you stay in the shadows, letting life pass you by? The choice is yours. But remember this: the world doesn't fear rage, it fears control. So take control, master your chaos, and let them wonder how you're still smiling while they're falling apart. Now go. Show them who you really are. Because life isn't a tragedy, not unless you let it be. It's a story, and you're the author. So pick up the pen, write your next chapter, make it one they'll never forget.